Hello comic fans out there. So, Deviant.fun here to talk about, now that I've read Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I'm in the place to not only live through, but tell you some thoughts about it. So for the ones that didn't see our live through of the video, because I think it was included in a live video where we showed many others, I'm just going to remind you of what the setting is all about. So it starts with Wonder Woman waking up in a world that is fully devastated, only wreckage and no vegetation whatsoever, everything in ruins, no signs or little signs of humans, and she doesn't know what has happened. She fears that she might be responsible for it. No heroes can be found. So it's a truly devastated Earth. It's a very different setting than that we were used at for Wonder Woman, and the art does reflect that. The art is very different from Daniel Warren Johnson. Colors by Mike Spicer. Sorry about that. This is a 2020 edition. It came out in 2020 still, I believe, late 2020, yeah. And so it collects Wonder Woman Dead Earth 1 to 4, this mini-series that tried a different take on Wonder Woman. And on that we can say it's fully accomplished. More on that later on. We get an introduction to how Wonder Woman got to be in flashbacks and etc. But then we quickly get to the present time, where we see some humans roaming through the lands and finding some Hydra creatures that we don't know and they don't know the origins of. We just know that the Earth was bombarded by the humans with nuclear warheads, and so complete devastation was brought to the planet. Even Wonder Woman's birthplace was targeted, especially it was targeted, and the consequences of that were this that you can see here, a calamity of all sorts. So Wonder Woman bands with his kids and survivors, trying to get to her birthplace, where she believes she can find sanctuary, because she's convinced that it must have held up against all this destruction. But yeah, she might not be correct. In the meantime, she is captured because she doesn't have her full powers yet. She is deprived of most of them, and she finds Sheeta, where she has to wrestle her. Then later on, their relation evolves to something different. But yeah, it starts as a conflict where, even though Sheeta doesn't want to fight her, they really have to, because it's like a Roman arena. Either you fight and win, or you die. Meanwhile, we see more attacks of these Hydra-like creatures, and Wonder Woman standing with the humans to face this horrible threat. And by that she gains the respect of the humans, who immediately see her as a fierce warrior, worthy of commanding them even. And so when Wonder Woman finally returns after destroying many of these Hydras in various conflicts and trying to get a glimpse of her past and etc., she finally gets to Themyscira, and the first person she encounters is Nubia, and then her mother finally, but only to discover that much has changed, and she is enlightened by her mother about what happened, what brought the calamity upon Earth and Themyscira also. Yeah, and it's not great news. It has to do with the Hydras. It's linked with that. So Wonder Woman, after these revelations, becomes completely broken. She doesn't know what to do more. Then there's the link to we see the link to what happened to Superman because he is found dead by Wonder Woman, and then we understand by flashbacks of what really happened there. Batman is also found dead, so like I said, no heroes whatsoever. So it's total devastation, but still Wonder Woman regains her confidence by the end of the book. She's the savior of humankind, and no matter what humankind has become, she understands that she must still be that pilar of dignity, and etc. and etc. So yeah, that's what you'll find in this book. As for my opinion, well, I actually read this right after reading a very good book, which is even more oversized than this one. And so my judgment might be clouded by it because it was a much more humane book and not as fantasy-like as this. So perhaps my judgment of this book suffers a little bit from that. But I was not enchanted by this book. It is a different take on Wonder Woman. I like the settings. The artwork, to some points I like it, sometimes I don't appreciate it much. Other times I think it's very well done, like this. I love this panel, but I have mixed feelings about it. In the fighting scenes, for example, there's too noise with the screamings and etc., and not every time it's very perceptible of what's happening. But mostly the story, I was expecting more juice. It's much more action-packed pages than anything else. Yeah, so for an action fan, you will be glad about it. If you're more like a story sucker like myself, you'll get a little bit less satisfied. But still, it has an enough compelling story to not thinking ever of stop reading it. It never occurred to me. I wanted to get to the end of it, but it's not some book that I would recommend highly. So it's a good book, especially for Wonder Woman fans, or not. That I have that doubt. If a hardcore Wonder Woman fan will enjoy this book, I'm not sure. But if you find Wonder Woman sometimes very blunt and very expectable in her actions, then this might be for you, because you'll see her acting completely different, having doubts about herself, finding out horrible truths about what she might have done. Yeah, so that's why it's Black Label. So that's all I have to say about the book. So as you can see, I don't have a super strong opinion on this, unlike many other books I present here, but still worth to check. Please remember that it's my opinion, and yeah, it counts what it counts. So if you want to buy it, you know where to go: Deviant.fun.biz. Otherwise, if you just like seeing videos like this with reviews and leaf-throughs and etc., put them out constantly, just go to our YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we also share these videos. And yeah, hope to see you around, especially in our store, where you can find tons and tons of books. And if you are looking for something that you can't find in the store, just message us, email us, use the messenger, whatever, and ask for the books you're looking for. All we need is an ISBN or a title from which we can get to an ISBN, even if it's not launched yet, and we can give you a quotation on the books. So until our next video, stay well, enjoy yourself enjoy yourselves with good reads, and see you very soon. So Deviant Fun out in 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.